Alright, let's take some time, go through all of our survivors' individual gear grids. So, Titan is going to be taking over for Guts on the red set. Let's update this here. So he's got, yep, that looks right. So he should be rocking 4 departing survival and 1 evasion. Perfect. Now we'll head up to Spire. Spire's grid, I don't think has changed at all, actually. It hasn't. So it should just have the 2 departing survival. Perfect. Spires is still looking good. Tarna has kind of the funky one, but I don't think we changed it. We did. Round leather shield, which will actually probably change that top suit as well. So we'll save that. We'll go back to Spire, because I think Spire has bandages now instead of a round leather shield. Okay, and then Thanos. Thanos kind of got a total overwork because he's more of a support character for now. We need to change that to greens. Skullhelm, Dragon Vestments. These are now bandages. Catgut Bow, Clawhead Arrow. We could even give Dragon Vestments to somebody else if it's gonna help them. We don't have to give the Bone Sickle. That's Spire. Who's most important to us? Probably Tarna. So if we move the sickle out, the vestments down, bone sickle over, replacing the stone noses. Okay, now let's rework some gear grids a little bit with that. That looks good to me. So loadout wise, this has changed from bone sickle to now dragon vestments. And then Spire's changed a little bit too. Celestial Spear, no longer stone noses, but a bone sickle instead. Last but not least, Thanos gained a stone nose. Which is probably good, because he's going to be the one that's like surging and encouraging and all that goodness. So he'll get the arrival bonuses. Alright. Can you see me? Nope, but I can hear you. Welcome back to the chat, Bill. You were very missed. Really though, for real, in all honesty, we all missed you. So I'm really glad that that got worked out. So we are going to stash. Took half an hour to figure out. I think you got in trouble. Oh my gosh! Like an auto ban thing? Because I set this chat up to have no, like, restrictions. I wonder if YouTube itself monitors. So, great cat bone, lion claw, white fur, shimmering mane. Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. But I feel like if it was YouTube that like banned you like temporarily or whatever, it would have said like you are disabled from the chat or something. I don't know. Sorry about that. I'll definitely look into that a little bit more after this stream and make sure that all that kind of rubbish is off, because we're just here to chat however we want and have a good time. Alrighty. So, Bill, you'd be proud. I went through all the gear grids. Everything lines up. Spent about 10 minutes doing it. So now, we're just gonna end up. Never get mad either. I played professional. Ooh, well, you might have to teach me some secrets because I'm not very good at poker, but I do enjoy gambling trips. Just more of a blackjack kind of fella. Slots, can't stand them. Mostly because I don't understand them. That's alright. I bet you could take a lot of money from me in poker. So, hey Rock, we are getting ready to start this hunt for level 2. That's crazy. I really hope we're ready. Feels like we should be, but you never know. You know. You didn't miss anything. For the last about 10 minutes, I've just been updating everybody's gear grids, making sure that they line up exactly right. That's all I've been doing. So, and they do. So let's set up a hunt for a level 2 Gorm. Okay, so we do have, oh, scrap smelting needs to go back in the innovation pile. So we do have the ability, well, we are going to do mineral gathering and herb gathering, so let's just get mineral gathering over with first. I left this with Tarna because she already has the worst, roll, so she has hemophobia, so she can't get it again, so I figured we might as well do that. So, since I was unfortunate enough to get it the first time, we'll see what we can do second time through. That looks better. I think there's a chance that my axe snaps, though. So 6 through 7, we do find an iron. Did it add vestments? It does, yep. So, as you free it, roll a d10 on a result of 6 plus, it snaps. Low, 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 low. Yes. Good. So we get through that one for free. Love that. We're not doing it after Overwhelming Darkness just because he's on the first space after Overwhelming Darkness. So I know that the antelope can move back and the lion, but I just don't know how consistently Gorm moves back. So I just wanted to make sure we got him this time around. And herb gathering. So we'll depart everybody. Give everybody that survival from this and herb gathering. And it's been working really well for us in the past, so we'll just continue to do 3 at a time per survivor. 16, so 21 there. 21 plus so 26, 32 so far. 32, trying to get up to 45, really. Double 10. So we are still at 32. Is that alright? Yeah, that's alright. We need to... I'm just going to stick with 3 again. I think that's our best chance. And there's still a decent chance we're going to get up to 45 here from 32. So 32. I think that's exactly. So 42, 45. That's exactly 45 on the number. Okay. I have two. I have two fours. I have 3, 4, 6. I did not roll this white die. You're saying nope? Okay, dude, it's hard. Oh, no, you're good. It is all good. So exactly 45 gets us 2 fresh acanthus, huge. Yeah, sorry, I should probably take more time to zoom in on him. It would just kind of slow down stream to zoom in a lot. Um, we'll just have to see. So 2 fresh acanthus. If the settlement has cooking, which now we do, we gain a random vermin resource and all gain 3 survival. So that's way nice, actually. And a random vermin. Maybe a crab spider for some hide. Nightmare tick. Nightmare tick. Archive this to roll a d10. 1 through 3, you die. 4 through 5, no effect. 6 plus, gain a permanent evasion. Interesting. Cook an evasion buff soup. Yeah, we'll be doing that then. We'll give one to Titan and the other one to Tarna. Okay, that was a good event. Man, I like that one. I am a fan of herb gathering. Alright, now Spire is... Okay, let's... So I updated all the gear grids 100%, but I didn't necessarily upgrade all of the names. So Spire. This is Thanos. And Tarna. Tarna's still Tarna. Alright, Spire. He is our first event revealer. Head splitting pain. I think this is his worst one, no? Oh well, yes, I did give Guts that mastery. An approaching flash of light causes terrible convulsions. Move Gorm one space closer to the survivors on the hunt board. Nice. If it moves into our space, we're ambushed. Otherwise, we all roll on the table. What's up, Titan? So, we will all 4 roll, and we're just going to do this the same way. It's not the best way, I understand that. But just from top down, however the dice fall will coordinate with our app. 3 5s and a 10? Okay, so what is 5? Is gain a random disorder for our top 3 survivors. So Spire gets a disorder for first. Megalophobia. Oof. Okay. Tarna. Monster Panic. Whenever you suffer brain damage from an Intimidate action, suffer an additional brain damage. Oh, Rock, did I not read it close enough again? Add their number of disorders to the roll result. So 7 still doesn't help us. It does say that. Yep, I didn't read it close enough. So 7 is still the same. 5 is still the same. How many does Thanos have? Does he have 3 by any chance? None. Absent seizures. The first time you would suffer a brain trauma each showdown, instead knock down and forget a fighting art. And last is Titan, who has no disorders but rolled a 10. And a 10 is reduce your insanity to 0, and it's already there. So thankfully Titan made it through that the best of everybody. I feel like that's got to be one of his worst. So that's Spire. Now it's Tarna to reveal this one. Da, 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 da. Morning Bull. This also might be... This might be his worst one, right? You approach the fresh corpse of a Gorm. The survivors must choose to steer clear or go near. I mean, we can't go near. We can't afford to fight the Gorm with a +1 damage. So we're going to have to steer clear. Everybody's going to take that 3 damage to Insanity. 1, 2, 3. And Titan has his Insanity box filled in already. Alrighty. Yikes. And next is Thanos. Thanos is our first random event revealer. Maybe 23? 23 could be nice. 40 instead. .40 is Dream. The event revealer dreams of the upcoming hunt. They stand before the great beast, weapons ready, but it strikes them down. If the event revealer has 3+ courage, or any survivor is a savior, which is not. Otherwise, the dream is merely rattling. Suffer 1 brain damage. Takes him down to 0. If any survivor has Twilight Sword, which we don't, thankfully, otherwise we deal with murder. This is actually really good. Did I misread something? The problem is he doesn't have 3+ courage. If the event revealer has 3+ courage, or any survivor is the savior, the event revealer is emboldened and gains a +1 evasion token. So I think everybody else has good courage. Nope, just 2. Bad luck. And Titan is revealing this one. Typical Thanos. Typical. 92. He might be an inside man. He's like a double agent. Failed start. The survivors find the tattered remains of 4 humans. Clad in loincloths and clutching stone shards, they bear the distinct marks of white lion claws. Each survivor suffers a brain event damage and gains a founding stone. So, but we all suffer that brain damage. And it actually puts Thanos in the filled-in box. But we each gain a founding stone starting gear. That could be nice. Survivors with 3+ understanding, which is almost all of us, get a D10 insanity. Yeah, that's big. That's big. We're just going to have to... Because I think it has to replace stuff in our gear grid, right? So we have to make room for these founding stones by destroying other items. Oh, that's tough. So let's start with the D10 insanity, starting with Spire. You don't have to take them? Okay, we'll analyze it then. So let's start with Spire. Gets 3 insanity. Okay, not great, but better than 0. Tarna is going to get a D10 insanity. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm looking for with these versus the Gorm. High insanity. And Titan also gets a D10 of insanity. Show me that 10. 3. 3's better than none. Not mad. Alright, now let's go through and see who would want a founding stone. So this one's tough. We do... I mean, we do have two celestial spears. A little nervous to give up. I mean, we could give up a dried acanthus. I hope so. I hope so. Oh yeah, you're right. I do need to keep them if there are severes coming. I could get rid of these bandages for a founding stone. For those guaranteed crits. This one, I'm going to get rid of stone noses instead of bandages. So I need to get rid of one set of noses and one set of bandages. Okay. And then probably nothing worth it here either. I mean, we could do a bone pickaxe. We have tons of iron. I guess iron doesn't help. Um, do we just take the two? Do we just take the two and call it good there? Toss the pickaxe. We are pretty set on iron. I mean, I almost... Yeah, but leather is relatively easy for us to get. I would say the pickaxe is way more replaceable than a founding stone. I'm gonna get rid of that. You can. Don't have to. But I'm gonna with Tarna. Cause with the headband we can get some just dead to right crits. Um, That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch them out. I'd rather have the guaranteed crit, especially with this level 2 situation. Having 3 guaranteed wounds if we need them. I like it. So we just gained 3 more founding stones. Okay. Yeah, the death blow on the Gorm blinds you though. So it's a big trade-off, and we're not necessarily going for that mace. So just going blind kind of sucks. All right. Oh yeah, we do have Acanthus. You're right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because all clubs gain sharp, right, with lantern armor. Sorry, big sneeze. All right, and last is going to be Spire, revealing this one again. Horizon of Bones. The darkness ahead is filled with steady flashes of green light. Enormous piles of jagged bones forebodingly line the horizon in an unbroken line. Inhuman, mournful laughter echoes throughout the air. If any survivor has 5 plus hunt XP and 3 courage, you press forward. All survivors gain a courage. So, it's definitely Tarna. So we all get a courage. Awesome. Nobody awakens there. 2, 2, 2, and 5. So that's nice. And then we're on him here. So let's... Oh, wait. Here's where we gotta do the fetid grotto. Because we are arriving. So we have to arrive first. So we'll set up the level 2. Because this is us actually arriving to the showdown. So we would... Oh, look, some more acanthus, too. So we would actually apply our arrival bonuses here. And then do fetid grotto. So, approaching their quarry, the survivors are overcome by sickening Maisama, I'm guessing, maybe. When the survivors arrive at the showdown, each survivor approaches the cave. So we'll just start with Spire. Start at the top and work our way down like we always do. So Spire's the first one to approach the cave. Seems to approach it fairly well. A 7. The entrance to the Gorm's den swims with putrid vapor. As the survivors consult among themselves in hushed, rasping tones, you decide to combat the Masmo with ingenuity, putting your waist armor on your head. So we got to reduce that to 0, gain 2 insanity and 2 survival. Okay. That won't be too bad. The insanity's awesome as well. That won't be too bad for anybody with the fresh acanthus, because fresh acanthus can re-heal those waste armor points. So we need to get a fresh acanthus to Spire. Ooh, and she has the sickle. Huge. So she'll just be able to go grab it and replace those armor points. That's great. Tarna, which all of us could do that, so that's what we need, is this. We need a bunch of 7s. So Tarna, ooh, that looks like a 7 to me. Oh, a 10. Really? Tears streaming and lungs burning, you stumble into the den. Roll a d10. Another 10. Back-to-back crits. 1 in 100 chance. 7. That's still pretty good. I like that. You fall to your knees, sinking into the muck. When you regain your footing, you find yourself catching a clean, bleached bone. Gain a monster bone. Basic resource. Sure thing. Will do. Thins the deck for us to pull love juice. Alright, so that's through Tarna. Now we're to Thanos. Oh, great. Thanos probably out here doing Thanos things. Interesting strategy, Thanos. He makes it all the way into the cave as well. And he is going to roll again. Oh, that's okay. He's not actually attacking. He won't be doing any attacking, so the -1 accuracy token isn't too big of a deal for him. Frustrating, obviously, but is what it is. Figures. Yeah, figures is right. Last to go is Titan, bringing up the rear, protecting the back. 4. Is that the waist armor thing? Yep. So he loses all 5 waist armor. Puts all 5 on the head. Then gets 2 more insanity. And we're maxed out on survival. So Song of the Brave removes the token. And Red Fist. Yep, can't forget about Red Fist. So we made it through the first half of Fetid Grotto. So let's give everybody their temporary strength tokens from Thanos. And what removes a negative token? Are you saying it's Song of the Brave or Red Fist that does? Song of the Brave? Oh, okay. I don't think I paid that much attention to what it really does. On arrival, each non-death survivor may remove 1 negative token. Okay. So I think that isn't Thanos the only dummy that got one? So he just leveled back out. Pretty sure. I don't think anybody else got one during the hunt. And then we definitely want to strategize with these. We want to be on this end of the board. Well, we're not going to stay here. I'm just moving us all here so we can analyze. Okay. Our big hitter is Tarna, so Tarna's going to come up this way. She can't do blind spot, so she doesn't necessarily need to go up that far. Titan would be good for luck. He's got a lucky weapon, so maybe give him some blind spot availability. And who, I mean, honestly, I might have Thanos eat this hit up because of his armor. I do believe it has to be on the board edge, yes. I will double check that. Survivor Corpse, no, is just 6 spaces away from all other terrain. So we might be able to get that a little bit closer. Now, it's Spire, okay, that needs to be by an Acanthus plant. The other Acanthus plant can chill over here for a little bit. This is going to be kind of hard to fit 6 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it could probably start under Thanos' feet. Yeah, perfect. Who's down to 1 insanity? That's Thanos. That's our friend Thanos. He did not get the D10 of insanity like everybody else. So I do need to familiarize myself with these because these are 2 traits that the Gorm didn't have before. So I'm going to need to read those real quick. Gorm's Den. The yawning maw of the Gorm's Den belches dizzying fumes. Survivors cannot surge unless they spend an additional survival. Ouch. All survivors with 3 or less hunt XP. This is Mushth. All survivors with 3 or less hunt XP gain -2 accuracy tokens. 3 or less. That's everybody but Tarna. Wow. -2 accuracy. +2 strength. That sucks. Yeah, the 2 strength tokens are obviously nice, but -2 accuracy? Our weapons were strong enough already. Accuracy is what we've been fighting for. We can spend 1 strength token as survival each. And then at the end of each monster turn, he's going to retch. So that's at the end of every turn he retches. Oh. Okay, a lot of moving parts that I'm unfamiliar with him on here. So we'll need to play this fairly slow. So if he attacks Thanos, he'll only attack Thanos and nobody else, even when he retches. So retch is an automatic heavy injury. Wow. So we'll have to probably be dashing out of the way of retch, just like we dash out of the way of cunning. Because I'm sure there's a good break and flow here. Yeah, there is. Gotta be. So I'm going to have to dash out of the way of retch just like we dashed out of the way of cunning after we receive that damage. Okay, is everybody okay if we get this started? If we let him take his first turn, I think we're ready. I think we are ready. Oh, arrival bonuses, yeah. Oh, I already did. So positioning, I think I got right, because he's going to come down and then retch back to 1, 1, 2. So we could maybe move Spire here. But this way, Thanos is the only one that's going to be retched because he's going to be targeted. I guess I could target Titan because he has 3 evasion. I'm sure he gets +1 damage, +1 speed. Yep. +1 speed, +1 damage. Not surprising. It's like a lion. But his toughness is only 11? Oh man, he's soft. Okay. We're gonna let him attack Thanos first, I think. Alright. Oh, we do have, I'm sure somebody has... No? Oh. None of us have Oracle's Eye. Hmm. Hmm. Nobody's got Oracle's Eye. Alright. You think he's in Wretch? So it's only one off of his shoulder, and he'd come down to be here, so he isn't quite in the Wretch zone. He's one space out too far. Alright, let's do this. How many health points does he have? 15 total. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Back slap. Closest threat facing in range. Okay. We know this. So he's gonna roll up here, turn so that he's in a blind spot, and he's gonna back slap. This might actually work to our advantage. We may not even have to dash out of the way of Belch or whatever. So it is a hit, because it's hitting on 3+. So we're going to suffer 2 damage and take knockback. Oh, it is speed of 2. Sorry. Yep, speed of 2. Let's add this one to the mix. Ah, barely. So it would be 2 damage to the waist, which is yikes, and 2 damage to the arms. So I did add the markers up here. I just forgot my brain. So on Thanos, if we dodged the waist... Oh, no, he didn't have to lose the waist armor. So he could take them both, suffer knockback of 5. He's going to retch, and then we don't even have to dash out of the way. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh, wait. No, okay. Pause. Yeah, okay, we'll dodge 1. We'll dodge the waist. Titan has rawhide. Thanos just has really no armor. So he is going to suffer knockback 5. But then Gorm is going to turn to face him. So is this turning to face the target? Or is this? They both are, right? Those are both in facing. So can't I manipulate that the way I want as monster controller? Because he's in his facing here, and he's in his facing here. So I'm going to have him face here. He's going to jump back 2, 1, 2, and retch. Bleh. And nobody's there. And now he's actually going to do it again, isn't he? Because now at the end of the monster turn... Oh, no, that was the end of his turn. Sorry. I was thinking that that card said he retched as well, but that's the end. So not having the ability to surge kind of sucks. Except for Tarna, right? Can't Tarna surge still? Because she can surge for free with Sweet Battle. I don't think he does do Retch again because that Retch was at the end of his turn. This card doesn't ever tell him to do Retch. So, yeah, okay. So that's not terrible. Tarna has to get her proficiency And honestly, it's also really important. Oh, just Turna. We don't even really care about Spire. Spires is nice because of constellation reasons for mastery. So it's important for both, I guess. Let's have Spire search this Acanthus first, right quick, just because she's right next to it. Great, 12. So she gets another fresh Acanthus, but rather than pull that out, I'm going to have her just eat it, which means she fully heals one hit location point, and that's going to be her waste. 6 armor points back to the waist, eating that fresh Acanthus. And then I'll have her move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Because then she can still potentially surge with that spear. She needed it, Bill. She needed it. She was the one without the waist armor. And then we could have... Oh, okay. So we could have Thanos activate and look through the hit location deck. That's pretty much going to be his sole job. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have him move 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And maybe try and stick him with the evasion arrow. Really bad odds. But that evasion arrow is going to be really important since everybody got that -2 accuracy point. Do you think I should not worry about the arrow then? Okay. So let's take a shot. This is a 8 plus. So gonna be tough. 8 plus. Come on. Nice. So he does get that -1 evasion. That's big. And we get this. Okay, failure kind of sucks. But the Clawhead Arrow has 12 strength. Another 10. Oh, so close. Oh, he's super lucky though, isn't he? Oh no, he evens out. He's not the lucky one. The lucky one used to have this gear grid. Almost a crit. We would have got a jiggling lard. But it is a wound, so no complaints, right? We like that. Now, so what I'm actually going to do instead of Scream is I'm going to activate Orator of Death. I did put the -1 evasion over here, but I will need help remembering it. So I'm actually going to spend an extra survival... Oh, 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a phone call. I got to answer this. Sorry, everybody. The clutch that went out on my car, my dad and brother just towed it over to the dealership for me and needed some information about it. So, where were we? Okay, yeah, so I'm actually going to surge to do this, and it has all non-death survivors gain 2 insanity. So that's cool. But I think I have to spend 2 survival to do it, right? Because I'm surging. Yeah. So I'm going to have to spend 2 survival for that. But at least everybody gains 2 insanity. Nice. So that's with Thanos. That's the end of Thanos' turn. Unless he's going to encourage or dash or whatnot. So we're going to have to fight this round blind without knowing what his hit location cards are. So let's have Tarna roll up right off the bat. I want her to get the most opportunities. So 3 dice, 4 plus, because she did not get that -2 evasion, or -2 accuracy. So 4 plus here. 1, 2. And a perfect hit gets her a survival, but she's already maxed out. So 2 successful hits. Nice, this flank is big. We're in the flank location. So there's a flank and a failure. So we'll start out with the flank. Nice. So 7 is obviously not enough to crit, but it is enough to be successful. So because I'm a sword proficient, and that's the last one for sword master, by the way, but since I'm sword proficient, I'm going to decide to apply that to this mammoth hand so I don't have to worry about that basic action coming back to bite me. And now we're on to this flank spot. 3. Plenty. Face down. So that's 2 successful wounds there. I could surge now. Do I even have faded blow, right? I don't. It's okay. I do think it's worth it for her to surge though, because she's such a heavy hitter. So we are going to spend a survival to surge, and it's only 1 because we technically get to surge for free, so it really only costs us 1. Yeah, there's a solid chance we'll be doing some Frozen Star as well. Looking for 4s. 2. Okay. So we have a failure and a wound, both of which perform Wretch, which is not good for positioning on only Tarna. Tarna's the only one that's going to be affected by this. Maybe we can find a crit in here. That's okay, I think that's alright. We'll make it worth it. We'll make it... It's either going to do 2 wounds or we're not going to have to worry about it. There we go. So on this crit, because I'm a sword master, I'm going to choose to apply that to the wound instead of this first one. So it will cancel out this wound reaction, and we will gain a Gorm resource. Where are you, Gorm? You're in the back. I'm going to need to get these out. I'm going to be taking a lot of these home with me, buddy. Shuffle these up and start getting to our organ. Yes, sir. Oh, Bill, I can't believe you said that. Have we learned nothing? Oh no. What dreaded misery lies for us now that we've told him he's on easy mode? Let's see. It might actually. So we can consume this. Yeah. So we're gonna leave this with Tarna since she's the one that earned it because that can be good. She can consume that to gain a ton of survival, especially if she's out. That could definitely be worth doing. Another 10. 8. It's pretty good. So no failure, no wretch. Okay. Now let's have Spire go, since she's in that good spot for attacking, and Spire's going with the spear. Now, I'm guessing that Tarna's going to have the most accomplished attacks because of that accuracy defect we're all dealing with here. So we're rolling 2 dice, hitting on 6 plus with the spear. 1. 1 hit. That is a flank, but we are not in the flank, technically, from where we are. We are wounding on 2 plus still, though. That'll do it. That's enough. So let's check out which individuals. So next time around, we can Fated Blow. So that gives Spire the spear proficiency point too. We could Fated Blow next time around with Spire, which would be good. Who else has Fated Blow is what I'm trying to figure out. And Titan. So Titan still hasn't actually attacked yet. So we could still run around and do something with Titan here, which, I mean, we're going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to attack from this back corner here. I mean, I guess we could go here. That way we would technically get the flank bonus and evasion. We'll go there. We'll go in the tall grass with Titan. Titan's going to go at him with the Greater Gax. So 2 dice looking for 7s. Even though it's 1 harder to hit, I feel like the Gax is going to be better for crits and rerolls because of... Okay, paid off. So we got 1 successful hit. Failure is going to perform Wretch, but we've got 2 chances to succeed here on a 2 plus. Okay, so that is good for a wound. So we draw that face down. Titan just wounded, not with Fist and Tooth, but with that. Titan says take a step back. Oh, yeah. Forgot he had reach. Okay. And that's probably it. I'm not sure I'm interested in anybody else surging right now. Great first round. I'd rather wait to maybe do some dashing or some late game surging. Let's just relax where we are right now and see if we end up paying for that. I don't think we will. I think it's a good move. So AI says that it is not a, it's a headbutt. So it's an advanced, and he's gonna basically double retch. So random threat in field of view in range. Everybody. So let's shuffle these up. 1. So Spire. So I'm going to have him, since I can control where he moves, he's going to move that way. So he's going to try to headbutt our friend Spire. Spire is juiced with armor right now, though. Ew. No need to talk about Spider-Man during the hunt. We're focusing. Intimacy comes after, in the settlement phase. Okay, so speed of 1. Spire has 2 evasion. So 2 dice hitting on 4 plus. We might be able to sneak 1 under there. If we could sneak 1 under, that'd be great. Or 2 under, obviously. Nope, none under. No, -1 accuracy. Okay. So it's only 2 damage to each of those spots probably worth eating them both to hold on to the survival. Arms and legs, yeah. So we'll take 2 to the legs, 2 to the arms, and now with the break in the flow, right? Oh, can I not dash away from this? Can I not dash away from an after damage? There is not a break in the flow arrow. There's just a break in the flow here, so they're gonna have to suffer that first retch. So back 1, 2, barf. Bleh. So suffers 2 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. Which really isn't a huge deal because he does have armor above that, body armor above that, but they are now knocked down actually. So we're going to have to do some serious things because now at the end of his turn he's going to retch again. It's not severe. It's just 2. Well, but Fist and Tooth Mastery just means I stand up at the end of his turn, right? Because he's going to retch again. He's going to retch again, and he's going to stay in range, I think. Because it's 4 in front of him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so Spire will still technically be in range. Just read the Specialist. Okay, so Fist and Tooth Specialist. Does it just make us indomitable? Is that what it does? You may stand if knocked down at the start of the monster's turn or the survivor's turn. Yeah. So we can't... Somebody's going to have to encourage Spire, or she's going to get barfed on again. Because it's the end of his turn, so he's going to retch. But we need to get out of the way. So we'll probably have Titan do it, since he has the best chance of keeping this, maybe doing it for free. So he's going to encourage. He has to spend that survival to encourage Spire up to her feet, and Spire will then dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. So Spire has to spend that survival. And then the Gorm will end its turn backing up and barfing, retching again. But nobody's there. And it's back to our valiant survivors. The first of which is going to be Thanos. And I just want Thanos out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll have him look at this hit location deck. See what we're dealing with. Okay. Alright. I don't know. That's kind of tough. Because do we want to send it down for the rest of the game? Because if we send it down every time, Thanos is going to run out of survival real quick. We may have to just trigger it with somebody who has a spear so that they can possibly discard it. We have 2 spears out. It just does brain damage too. So attacker suffers monster level brain damage to the head, and Spire has tons of head armor. And then we turn to face the most survivors, and every survivor in there is knocked down with monster level damage. So, this is interesting. Yeah, Spire does have Spear. So I think what I might do is attack with Spire, and then surge with Spire and use Champion's Right to be sure. Well, Interesting. Yeah, we can't really send it down without using survival, though. Or we'd only be able to attack twice per round. That's too slow. Because we have to surge to look at those cards. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to attack twice with Spire this round. I'm going to attack both these cards, try to do some maybe devastating damage, and then pull the trap on purpose. She'll get headbutt, but stay on her feet. Everybody else will take the brain damage and get knocked down, and then she can do some encouraging chains. It's probably the best choice we have. Spire is hitting on 7s unless we use Champion's Right. Then she's hitting on 2+. And if she fails, then Titan could technically step in and take it as well, because he has a spear too. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it like that, everybody. Ooh, I don't like that wound, actually. That wound sucks. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge and full move forward in a straight line. Oof, yeah, we're not even going to chance that. We'll put it on top. I don't really want a Champion's Right for a trap, though. That feels like heresy. I feel like we can probably pull it here with 2 dice, right? 2 dice hitting on 6+. Yeah. 2 dice, 6+. We're not going to use Champion's Right here. If it doesn't go our way, then get Kingdom Deathed, right? Yeah, nice. Smashed it. So, first card, trap card. Alright. Let's hope we didn't use up all of our luck. And hope that we get a 7+ here to discard this trap. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Show it to me here. Oh! So close. Just rolled past that 7. Okay, so Gorm is going to turn and headbutt. So they suffer 2 damage to the head, which is no problem for us right now. And then he rotates and knocks everybody down over here. And they get monster level brain damage. So everybody, I'm going to take 2 from everyone. And then give 2 back to Spire. It's just quicker, I think. So how's everybody's insanity? Thanos isn't great at all. Okay, so Spire is going to encourage Tarna. We can only order once per showdown. Yeah, once per showdown for Order of Death. Let's pick this up, shuffle them back in, and start fighting him again. 1, 2, 3, 4. What square is he on? Yeah. So even if we pull the trap again in an unfortunate circumstance, the most monsters in his facing would be this way. So Thanos wouldn't even suffer that brain damage again from a trap. So let's have Tarna go. Three dice, 4+. One, two, two of them. Ugh. Just like that, huh? Okay. So turn to face. Tarna gets a headbutt. I did shuffle. That's the worst part about it. I shuffled once. No, he doesn't. Bill, I just explained this to you. He's not in facing. He's not going to get the brain damage, otherwise I wouldn't have done it that way. Because facing is in front of him, and he's back one. I got this. 2 damage to the head for Tarna, which can't really take it as much as our other friends. And then in the way he's facing, Tarna will suffer a brain damage. Yeah, top deck to the trap. Yeah. And so Tarna and Titan will both suffer 2. But Titan's already knocked down, so he can't get re-knocked down. 2 for Tarna. Hopefully Titan has a bunch. I don't think he does. That might be his last 2. Oh, he's got 5. Brings him down to 3. Yeah, and unfortunately in that case, that actually does mean that our turn has to end because Spire already encouraged. But we're all going to stand, right? So if we pass it over to the Gorm, we all stand up. I don't know if that's going to be super beneficial for us, but... Alright, back over to Gorm. A less productive second turn. Just for him to draw Ma Arm Toss. Random threat in range, so that's between these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's between everybody. But if it's Thanos, we can dash out of the way and kind of nullify this attack. Anybody else, well, Titan or Thanos, we could dash out of the way. Anybody else is really just going to have to eat it. 4? Titan. So he's targeting Titan. But Titan is now going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if he gets to do that for free. Yeah, he does. He gets to keep that. Bill, what's the temperature like in Montana right now? Out of curiosity, I gotta know how it compares to what I'm experiencing right now. Uses movement at an angle, but I'm at 43. That does surprise me actually. It's like 40 here, and I figured Montana would get freaking toasted and cold. Well, will he get it? Will he get wretched? Because if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he'll move up 7, right? So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can't get very close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think even just moving back. Oh, no, you're right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it, right? So we'll target him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not even close. Oh. Well, we'll see. He might still get retched on. Maybe. I don't think he will. 43 today. Yeah, that's got to be nice. You just barely missed the frozen pipe weather then. So maybe it wouldn't have froze your pipes if it would have stayed a little bit warmer. And then he's going to retch, so 1, 2, and retches forward. And it just misses Titan. Nice. That's kind of what we wanted. So we did just pull the trap. Do we want to send somebody in to attack before we look at the deck? Because as long as we stop, as long as don't have the majority in Thanos' facing, he won't take that trap brain damage. I might be interested to attack with Tarna, do everything that needs done, and then look with Thanos and decide if I'm going to surge with Tarna or Spire, etc. I could scream, that is true, and actually that would solve the problem, wouldn't it? I'll just do that. So I'm going to move, I'm going to take the opportunity to move 2, 3 maybe, and scream. So I think it just applies to him, unfortunately. Everybody else, oh, actually everybody gets the movement. So Thanos, yeah, everybody else gets +1 temporary movement, which is kind of nice. And I may end up looking through the deck if I need to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're going to go 5. No, we're going to go 4 because of where he is. Wretch would just make him move back 1. So we'll put Tarna there. And that way at least Thanos is safe from brain trauma. Well, always third back, but he does come up to the board edge. So that'll leave the third back open for Spire. That's all I'm thinking, Brock. Unless it's a double Wretch situation. Then the second Wretch would be bad. 3 dice, 4+. I'd like all 3 hits, please. Well, want with one hand. You only got 1. And it is a failure Wretch. Crit. Oh. The dice are teasing. Okay. I might do a surge. Who am I kidding? This is Tarna. Of course I'm going to surge. Right? Strip club dice. They're just, all they do is tease me. 4s. That's better. 3 for 3 there. Scary. Possibly. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. So there's failure, failure. Okay. Start out with this first die here. 8. So successful wound. We don't have Fated Blow on Tarna. Otherwise that might be something to consider right now. I'd love a 10 though. Ooh. Okay, so when attacking with a sword, after drawing hit locations, make a wound attempt and then select a hit location to resolve with that result. Okay, so I think that can only actually happen once per. So I don't think, can I use that on this now? This Mammoth Mandible? Since I didn't do it on the first try? Because it says limit once per attack. Just once. So I'm going to just get rid of that failure just because it's the only one that could really hurt us here. Dang it! Really thought I was going to get a 10 there. Oh well. 3 successful wounds is nothing to scoff at. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Titan. Titan, I mean, we're probably going to just go with the Greater Gax because of its luck potential, I guess. Or we could go with this. Actually, we're going to go with the Gax because of the luck and then the wound proficiency. So we're looking for 7s here with 2 dice. Darn. Doesn't matter what the heck we attack with if we roll like that. Now we'll let Spire go. 1, 2. Wait, sorry. We're going to attack from 2 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go there with Spire. Just going to go Celestial Spear looking for 7, so 6s. 1. Nice. It is a super dense, that's okay. Not a biggie. Crit! No. But it is still a wound because the Celestial Spear has 9 strength. And he only has 11, right? 11 toughness, so it's 2+. Discard. Discard. Now, I'm still not sold on any surging. I think surging should probably not be performed this year. I don't know if it's super necessary. We have tons of survival, but yeah, we'll let him go. Okay. So let's let him go here. He draws Headbutt. This one wasn't great, so random threat in field of view in range. So this is going to be going after anybody. Whoever we draw. Who's the big fat baby going after? He's going after Thanos, which might have been the best option actually, because Thanos, surprise, is going to dash out of the way. So he's going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will probably get barfed on, but at least, yeah, the mouth of the Gorm, yeah, looks like I'll get banned on YouTube. So now he's going to go after Thanos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he can't attack him. So there's no after damage retch. But there is going to be this end of attack retch. And he'll retch, because it's 1 off his shoulder, up 4. So Thanos is in that, but it's okay. He can take it to the waist. So he's knocked down for now. And that's the end of the monster turn. So now that it's the start of the survivor's turn, Thanos is back up. And here we are. Could search the corpse. Yeah, Cat Eye and move Thanos. I like that. So let's Cat Eye here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got some safe swings. No death blow. 2 wounds that perform retch. So let's keep that in mind. Let's actually put those up top, because we can play that into our hand pretty well. And then run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run! Okay. So I'm thinking Spire's arms help activate that terrain. And then maybe we'll try to get to the Acanthus if we can, but not be too worried about the Acanthus just because of how much we have in storage. So let's have Spire activate on this Survivor Corpse. 8, 9, 10. It's pretty solid. 3 Insanity and a Skull resource. Oh, this is Thanos. So 3 Insanity for Spire. Doesn't really need it. And a Skull that we can give an Insanity to Thanos, I think. survivor of your choice gains an insanity. Yeah, so that will be going to Thanos. Who has the lowest insanity of anybody. Okay. So that's good. We know what cards on top. We're actually going to move with Spire now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get them into the grass. And then Tarna's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's going to dash to get to this spot. Because if anybody can put this fat baby down, it's going to be her. 3 dice. Looking for 5 plus. 4 plus. 2. 1. 2. We can definitely crit farm with the last few attacks and founding stones, but neither of these crits had a thing situation. Oh yeah, she does gain a survival for that perfect hit. So we'll start with the first wound that's going to do Wretch. Psych, it's not going to do Wretch. Which one of these is better for us? Jaw paralysis. We're going to do jaw paralysis first, probably. Well, right, but, I mean, okay. Yeah. I guess at this point it hopefully doesn't matter. And it's not going to matter because I'm going to crit this one too, and we're going to get them both. Watch this right here. Oh, I actually almost missed it. So 2, it's still a successful wound. That was close. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to find the death blow, if we want it. So let's surge with Thanos to look at which card we want to crit on here. So he's going to have to spend 2 survival to look at these. Okay, so death blow is not an option. But we could throw a stone at this mammoth bloated face to get another random Gorm resource. I'd be fine with that. Not worth losing a stone, you don't think? I'm just wondering how often we'll be bringing stones out. Well, for one of these, we traded out a stone nose, so that's technically only an endeavor. So we could still potentially come out on top. You know, I personally don't care. If you think it's smarter for us to hold on to him, we can hold on to him. I was just thinking free resource might as well, right? So yeah, Spire could dash and surge on that first. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So we'll have Spire dash and surge. So that's 3 whole survival from Spire to search this acanthus plant. Hopefully bring home another piece of bacon. Yep. 14 is good for another fresh acanthus. We would have gotten all 4 this round, but I just chose to eat one instead of harvest it. And then, what the heck, we might as well have... It actually has to be... Tarna has to surge and throw hers. And this is being used to activate a weapon. So, It's alright. So let's... Yeah, Tarna's going to have to surge for this. Yeah, and we still actually have enough. So we have 5 stones right now, so we could still take 4 stones in against the pigeon. Toss this puppy for the guaranteed crit, end of life, and Gorm resource. My computer's frozen. Pause. There we go. A dense bone. Very solid. Didn't get the lard, but did get a dense bone. So thinned it out a little bit to try to get that lard. Alright, now we gotta come over here. So, when survivors arrive at the showdown, during the aftermath, all victorious survivors make the blind exit. So we have kind of reached the aftermath, so let's just go to the Gorm fight first and make sure we do this all in the right order. So, victory for level 2. So we're all gonna end up getting that 2 hunt XP, the weapon proficiency for everybody that needed it, Tarna and Spire. Titan could have got it, but he wounded not with Fist and Tooth, so it's fine. Well, Aftermath is rewards, so technically it's just during the Aftermath, right? So I'm sure we can do it at whatever area we want. Yeah, we could see if anybody's going to age up. Tarna and Titan are actually each going to age. But that's where it's hard, like, do we age now or after that? So we would get... So if we return an advance here, if we follow it in order, age is first, which is Tarna, and who was the other one? Oh, Tarna and Titan. Titan's hitting age 1 and Tarna's hitting age 2, I assume? Yep. So Tarna will go do age 2. So let's roll for Tarna's right quick. Oh, Tarna is 3, sorry. So 6. 6 for Tarna at age 3 is a permanent movement. Interesting. And she's a swordmaster, so hello, watch out. And our boy Titan. Titan is going to get something. He has Dragon Vestments, so 12. So he gets a random fighting art, but psych. It's actually one of our choice. And I think there's only one left for him. Champion's Right. Or Unbreakable, but I'm thinking more along the lines of Champion's Right. So we'll give him Champion's Right. Because then he's got a good chance of Reaper or Absolute. Okay, so that takes care of age. We've already given weapon proficiency level, so now we get our rewards, which is 4 basic, 6 Gorm. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, we've been consistent on. We already have Negrito. And then let's shuffle these guys up. And 6 of these guys. 1. We need organs, lots of them. 2. No. 3. No. 4. 5. Oh my gosh. 6. Give me a break. Hand does not give insanity, it doesn't look like. Dude, I don't even know if we pulled enough organ. It's so annoying. The hand can be an organ, which it is gonna be. We got resources coming out of our ears. Hand, yeah, hand can also be. Yeah, I got all his hide. All of it. And now we have to go do this. Now we got to do the exit. Wow, that looks horrible. I don't want anything to do with that. Okay, so now we all have to do blind exit. We'll just start at the top with Spire. Okay, Spire, what do you got on our blind exit here, friend? Oh, bullshit. That was an 8. The terrain rolled it back to a 2. Give me a break. You stumble, lost, and gagging in the caustic mist. The enervating effects of your surroundings take their toll. Suffer -1 permanent strength. Get a random basic resource. That sucks so bad. Stupid terrain tile. It was going to be an 8. Permanent strength loss. Did they need the... They did need the 3 strength attribute. They needed that bad. That would have gotten them Storm. Is that... I really don't want to get rid of that. It's almost worth a lifetime reroll to me. Ugh. That was about the only one they had a chance at was Storm. Weapon Mastery, they're getting real close to Spear Master. Storm's the one where your fighting arts exponentially explode. Okay, our random basic is, what do you know? Another freaking hide. What about Tarna now? Tarna can afford the -1 permanent strength because she's already got everything she needs for strength. Of course. So 8. Crawling on your hands and knees to avoid the burning mists, pools of acid, -1 permanent movement, so it's going to bring her back down to 5. Burn your limbs. Gain the acid palms ability. Which is just your fist and tooth gains sharp. Suffer -1 permanent movement. Okay, right back down to 5. If you have legendary lungs, which we don't. Okay. Thanos, what the hell are you gonna get? I wouldn't mind seeing you lose a permanent strength to get me another resource. Of course! This game can suck it, man. You may spend 3 survival to get legendary lungs, and he only has 1. He only has 1 survival. The only one of us that couldn't do it. Oh, Spire couldn't have either. Great. Now we gotta see what Titan can do. Oh gosh. Does he have kidney? No. Tarna had the kidney. Alright. Titan. Come on, Titan. I'd like to see you get a 10. An 8. Fair enough. Not gonna complain. No, you know what? Actually, I am gonna complain. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed about that. The -1 permanent movement. That sucks so bad. Acid Palms is good for Fist and Tooth. You are not wrong. Alright, now we're all out of there. Jeez. And let's not just skip past this without reading it in joy and happiness here. If the settlement innovated Song of the Brave when they defeat the Gorm, they compose a formidable song filled with wild cries to ward off the mating Gorm herds. Remove Gorm climate from next year, which would be this year if we hadn't already advanced a year. So we're done with it. You know what that means though, right? It means we're gonna draw it. Oh, we are due for a decent draw. We're due for something fun. I'm just scared. Scared to draw. There's like 4 bad settlement events, and we've gotten them a lot of times. A lot. This one probably isn't bad. Or probably isn't good, I mean. So let's just zoom all the way out and pretend like we don't even have it. Haunted. The survivor with the lowest hunt XP is convinced a powerful presence is nearby. So we have quite a few. Circe, Cronus, Septa, and Verda. I'd prefer it probably to be Verda. Choose in case of a tie. Oh, nice. Well, we're definitely doing Verda. Because if that... Yeah. Let's do Verda. Because we could kill her if we need to. Alright, Verda. Roll it up, girl. What you got? Ooh. Do we have Memento Mori? No. So the survivor paints their blood in patterns all over the settlement. They permanently gain 2 strength and an accuracy? Oh, but they cannot use... Oh, wow. Yikes. So 2 permanent strength and an accuracy. Hey, she not so bad. She needs acid palms. Yeah, that's what I... Oh, she has Monster Claw style. We need to get her acid palms. She would go crazy. Yeah, I can't use any weapon proficiency. So, just because it says she cannot use it, does that mean she can't gain it either? Because that would stop her from ever being able to be Storm or Sculptor. Or can she acquire it, she just can't use it? She could gain, but yeah. But no use. Which, I understand. I get what it's doing there. Oh, I see what you mean. So she wouldn't... Acid Palms is an ability, though. So she could use Acid Palms at some point. But she would not be able to use Monster Claw. Okay. I'm with ye. Haunted, still not great. Let's pull all the rest of these resources out from where they're hiding. Well, you know, I was complaining pretty good, but we did end up with a good amount of organs. Really not bad. And 5 endeavors, by the way. So we're going to innovate, but what are we even looking for anymore? We got like the ones we actually need, so now we can just start getting stuff we want. Saga is way nice. Okay, let's take a look. Honestly, and you guys might not like this at all, but if we draw scrap smelting, I might take scrap smelting so we can instantly go to the blacksmith. I don't know. We'll have to see. You guys can fight me on it when the time comes. So monster organ, monster hide, monster bone, and an endeavor to draw our goodies. Okay. So right off the bat here, the one I'm seeing that I like the most is Shrine. But Nightmare Training can get us a weapon proficiency level. Can. Um, but we have the ones we need too, which is nice. Partnership, no, not even debating it. Sculpture. This would honestly be a game changer if you could record secret fighting arts. Like if we could record Frozen Star, wee. And we know for sure we can't, right? Read Arena, okay. I can do that. Um, actually, I don't know if I can. Let me snap a picture of these. Let me go just in case it gets rid of them while we're reading Arena. Oh, so you spar. You spend an iron? Oh my gosh. Gain a scar, a permanent strength, skip the next hunt. Oh shit. Bleed out and die. 10 plus does get you that Frozen Star, secret fighting art. Definitely not opposed to Arena. Shrine's nice because of the armor bonus you can get. But we're not really in a place where we need it right now. We're doing pretty good with armor. Alright, let's do Nightmare Training then. That's fine. Shields give +2 armor now. Yeah, that's crazy because of the mastery, right? It's wild. We got lots of stuffs. I don't think we needed a lot of bone, right? No, we didn't. So I'm glad we didn't get a lot of it. So if we want to do what we were planning on doing before anything, I don't know. I'm not saying no to a leather set. But we got a ton of iron that I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. We have 9 iron. I don't want to lose that. So if we scrap smelt, we have to spend 2 scrap, 5 bone, and 5 organ. So that 2 bone is probably going to come from in here because we got tons. So we'll do 2 scrap. Oh, the bone's going to come from Lope, isn't it? 1. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it 5 bone and 5 organ? Yeah. 5 bone, 5 organ. And that can be, we have 4 organs already. So we could do, we have hide in there. 1, 2, 3. 4. Well, maybe 4, 5, and that gets us scrap smelting. What's harder to get, kidney or jiggling lard? Well, hand is like a wild card. Don't you need jiggling lard for riot mace too? Alright, alright, alright. I would have thought the random would have been better. Okay, and we added that. We added scrap smelting, which we can now build the bonesmith, or the blacksmith, sorry. Um, 6 bone, 3 scrap. Pretty sure we have the scrap. Yeah, so at the very least we should build the blacksmith. Even if we're not going to build any armor out of it yet, we should probably build it. So we have tons of bone. So we could do 1, 2. What was it again? 5 and 3. 6 and 3. So we've done 2. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. We have 2 dense bones, so 6. I guess we could keep that in there and just get rid of this dense bone. And an endeavor to build the blacksmith. So it's an endeavor for innovating, an endeavor for scrap smelting, and an endeavor for blacksmith. Now the blacksmith armor is tough because it really is like handicapping until you have all of it. It reduces your movement, does crazy stuff to you until you get it where you want it to be. And leather armor doesn't really do that to you. So we would need, oh, beacon shields we could do. Oh man, those are, no, we can't. We don't have enough bone. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7 iron for a full set of blacksmith. The problem is we're so far off on all these other things. Need to run a train of antelopes for the bone. Or I guess he gives hide too, right? So yeah, tons of bones. That'd be good for beacon shield as well as the helm, obviously. So, oh, we still have to do. Actually, we should be doing conviction before anything else. So we did haunted, sorry, and then I forgot we finally get to pick our principal. Alright, so our conviction. So here's where we choose to either master the darkness or treasure the mystery. That is where we potentially lose half our resources, is from Hands of Heat. I've seen it happen. Now, keep in mind, we do have tons of uh, fresh acanthus. So we have in total 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. We have 28 resources currently in storage. That is so many resources that we could lose to Hands of Heat. Yikes. But I also believe that this adds +1 strength to all survivors if you choose Barbaric. And the 4+ courage. Should we get the cards out and look just to... I'm pretty sure that we picked Barbaric, right? This is one of the least debated ones in the game, I think. Because Barbaric ups our survival limit, which is great. All current and newborn survivors gain an additional permanent strength from Barbaric. And then the other one is this guy, Romantic. It also increases our survival limit. But when we gain a random fighting art, we draw 3 and select 1 to keep. So I'm thinking probably Barbaric. So let's go ahead and pick Barbaric in our principles. Conviction. Barbaric. That'll give everybody the +1 already. The +1 more additional strength. Because now Spire's up to 2. They would have been at 3. But yeah, then for the most part, everybody else is 3, 4. Guts is 8. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So that'll give a lot of these people... Why don't they have the +3 strength attribute there? Can anybody explain that one to me? They should definitely all... Everybody with 3 strength should have that, right? I mean, unless I can't read. +3 strength attribute. So they should have that filled in. I'm going to need to go through and do that by hand, and hopefully that doesn't do anything bad to anybody. So Spire's going to get it. Now all Spire needs... Oh no, Spire's not going to get it. One of the only ones that won't. Tarna will. Tarna already has a constellation, so it doesn't matter. Thanos only has 2 strength because he's dumb. Titan's close. Ooh, Titan's got acid palms with fist and tooth mastery. We might have to start doing that for him. Cersei's gonna get it. Cronus is gonna get it. Should have already. Oh, did already have it. Okay. Dorothy, what do you know? She already had it as well, actually. How does she not have Faded Blow or Iridescent Hide? Because she's getting close to Shield Mastery. We don't have Shield Mastery yet. So... Guts doesn't matter. Bateman doesn't get it. Septa does. That's weird. So it did it for like half of them. Thistle should also get it. Does already have it. Verda should also have it. She does. Okay. All your unnamed should get it too, because she was early. She was early survivor. Not sure who you're referring to. But now we have to roll on this. So we have to... Oh, we have to add Hands of Heat next year. Oops, it's this one. What is wrong with me? Shouldn't it be in here? Oh! Oh! I don't think you do Hands of Heat because Dragon King removes it. That's right. The Dragon King campaign has you take out Hands of Heat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's in here. Yeah. If an event or card would cause you to add or trigger one of these events, do nothing instead. For instance, choosing Barbaric would usually add Hands of Heat to the timeline, and the one result on Records Innovation would add Watcher. Just ignore the result. Cool. So it's actually kind of pain-free. We don't even have to worry about losing our resources, which is kind of cool. But now let's roll a die. Come on, high number. Oh, tenor. That is nominate a survivor. They gain 4 courage and thunder color. Give it to Titan. Does he even need the courage? He does. That would max him out on courage. What would that do for his traits? 9 courage. So all he needs is +1 accuracy to get the Reaper. And he's only 2 years old. Thunder collar. We've already gotten it once. This campaign's the crazy thing. So if we give it to Titan, he will gain... He has Acanthus. He does have Acanthus, yes. He does indeed. So give him that courage. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets Thunder Collar. Bunk. And we go to... Which one was it? Is it See the Truth? Yeah. See the Truth. Yeah, me too, Bill. Me too, for sure. Alright, I'm hoping for a 1 or a 2 here, personally. 1 or a 2 here. That should do the same thing. That time it was interference in our favor because 3, we do have graves, so it does taste sweet. Yeah, baby. What a unit. So he gets the weak spot disorder. His only problem is he's only got 4 movement. I hate that. Weak spot disorder. Let's give him that random spot. Can't depart unless he's got something at the body. No problem. And then he gets sweet battle. We do have to avoid... We have to spend our dried acanthus to get rid of the blind, which isn't a big deal. And then he gets sweet battle. Oh, man, been sneezing so much. Sweet battle. The Guts bloodline is strong. It's very strong. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's about it. So for him, all we need is a +1 accuracy tribute. Can we get that from anywhere aside from, like, age? How can we get +1 accuracy? Are there any things we can do here? No way, Nightmare Training, you're lying. Did we pick that at the perfect time? +1 accuracy or strength. Wow. It would only be a 10 plus. But depending on his amount of survival, that might be worth it. Because even getting him... he's only got 2 survival. Oh, no, that's guts. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Titan has 6 survival. So he could do some serious stuff. Titan has 6 already on Nightmare Training. So he has to spend 3, and then he'd have a couple chances to roll. I mean, could realistically could end up with even a weapon proficiency level. You know. All right, let's try it. So we're using an endeavor, spending 3 survival. So he has 3 right now to roll on this table. Titan, I'm sure Titan is here. He's just chilling, watching. Okay, everybody, cross your fingers and toes for the 10 right here. Right now, 10. Oh, 7. So we're going to spend that survival to roll again. So now we're down to 2 survival. Got another chance or 2 here. Come on, tenor. 2. So we're going to spend that survival. So now we're down to 1 survival. This is pretty much our last shot here. Last shot to get that 10. 6. Okay, so out of survival. So, but I thought we were saving kidney, no? If we're going to save the kidney, we should probably just save it. So we need to take all of Titan's survival away. And Bill, it isn't a D10. I think it's just straight up 10. Just gain 10 survival. But I don't know if it's worth it either, to be completely honest. Because, yeah, I mean, I think it was fun to try for, but I do think it's alright that we didn't get it. We'll be okay. So we could trigger cooking. Let's go check and see what cooking's about, because I don't remember. Maybe we can do something with that bug. So cooking here. Oh yeah, we don't. No, we're not even. Yeah. +1 permanent accuracy. But we have to get all that stuff. So we have a fresh acanthus, we don't have a phoenix eye, we don't have eye of cat, and we don't have cyclops fly. Yeah, that ain't. That's a tough one. Yeah, the evasion one is pretty. We could definitely pull that out. In fact, we had everything for it this year earlier. We just spent it on stuff. But we could plan for that in a future year. And, yeah, I mean, that could be good. There's no constellation stuff for evasion, is there? No. But evasion's always good. We could do that after smacking down a lope. For sure. So here's where we have to decide. No, we're not going to eat the kidney. Do we convert and get some iron gear, some blacksmith gear, or what? So Bill's saying glaive. Not super interested in the glaive, but I would be interested in shield. Yeah, but we do have leather. So we could start knocking out some of these leather required pieces. Uh, let's check out the glaive. I know, I've used the beacon shield before. Add 2 to all hit locations and it has a block of 2. Spend your activation to ignore 2 hits the next time you're attacked. Yeah. It is good. But we don't have, well, it doesn't add 3 yet, Bill, because Dorothy has to go out and get the last proficiency point for shield. So it doesn't do that yet. No, she had like that PTS, or no, she has secretive, so she can only hunt every other year. It's kind of lame. So she didn't go with us against the Gorm. She's annoying like that. Well, at this point, honestly, I prefer armor over weapons. Our weapons are great, our armor is lacking. The difference between blacksmith armor and leather armor. So blacksmith armor's 5 everywhere, and then when you depart with this, you add 3, so it would be 8. Plus, if we had a shield, would put us roughly at about 11, and then with iridescent hide would put us right up at about 13 or 14 armor with a full set of lantern. Which is pretty outrageous. So if we were to do a leather set, I think it would use every drop of hide that we have. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total hide would be required. 1, 2, 3, 4 with 3 in storage. So it would be all 7 pieces. No, I don't know if that's necessary because I'm not disagreeing with leather. I don't hate the idea of having a set of leather by any means. I think leather's solid. I just am worried like we could get a big jump. Well, and by big jump all I mean is one piece. Yeah, we can do a set of leather and then start chipping away at the blacksmith gear. Yeah, we can do that. So if we snag a full set of leather, we have to clear almost all of Oh, yeah. I totally forgot. That's the whole reason I pulled Blacksmith out, actually, was to look at the glaive. So the glaive is 264. It is a spear axe with a reach of 2. It's sharp, but it has early iron. So when an attack roll result is 1, cancel all the rest of the hits and end the attack, which is really annoying. The only way to get rid of early iron is to put the polishing lantern, I think, next to it. Polishing lantern ignores early iron. So that's kind of why I'm a little skeptical about these weapons, is because they are sharp, which is great. Our weapons are pretty solid as is, but they all have early iron, which is so depressing when you roll like a bunch of good hits and don't get the trap, and then your first roll is early iron, which causes it all to go away. That hurts. Gets you crying in the club. Beacon shield gets 3. Yep. We just can't afford any beacon shields right now because we don't have the bone. So let's inventory our love juice, jiggling lard, and stout kidney. Love juice, jiggling lard, stout kidney. We'll also need to inventory this nightmare tick. Yeah, this is just the stuff we're not going to use. Because we're going to have to turn a bunch of this into leather with our last endeavor. So we need how many pieces of leather? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just turn these 4 pieces into leather. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come into our storage. Where the heck's all our fur in here? Oh, it's going to be white lion. And turn a white fur. So that's our 5 pieces of leather. Now we need to get rid of 2 more scraps. So we'll just get rid of the shimmering mane. Or, sorry, 2 more for hide. Now we gotta get rid of a bone and a scrap. Which we can do a broken lantern for scrap. And what's another bone we have? Spiral horn. And there, behold, is a full set of leather armor, courtesy of E-Rock. Because I wouldn't have got it. But I do think it was probably a good move. Leather! Ooh, ooh. Yeah, we have a ton of rearranging to do here. We'll have to get rid of all this stuff to go helm, curious, spear, waist, legs, armor. That'll unlock the bonuses for this greater Gax as well. Because it's just a green affinity and a blue affinity. Hey, where'd that green affinity go? Oh no, just green and red. I would still... I'd like to have that blue one too, but there's no way to do that unless we have an up-facing green somewhere. What is up-facing green? Oh, the sickle. That's a pretty juiced loadout right there. That goes hard. If we want to use the leather boots, we don't have a monster grease is the problem. And we really don't have much organ to spare for it either. So we'd have to spend the stout heart and jiggling lard if we wanted to do the evasion. Or stout kidney and jiggling lard. We'd have to spend them both. That's a pretty high price. And this whole thing's about to get trashed. This whole setup's about to go crazy. We have one more year until the butcher. This monster tooth necklace has now become obsolete, unfortunately. Unless we put it in somewhere like that. Don't need the greater Gax on Titan. Well, what is Titan going to be using? Is he just Fist and Tooth? I guess you kind of can be with Acid Palms, can't you? Yeah, with Acid Palms, you really probably don't need a weapon. So in that case, wherever the greater Gax goes, the monster tooth necklace should also go. Bandages could go with him. Oh yeah, definitely a Dridecanthus. 100%. This could come down here for now. Spire is working on Spear, yes? Yeah. So we want them attacking with the Spear. Maybe luck isn't quite as important in here. I don't know. Everybody has Dridecanthus, Bill. Well, the 3 that we want to have it anyways. This would get the additional 2 strength here in this loadout. You want crits for Lope. Okay. So what if we just restructured this loadout a bit? Well, actually, and technically, our super lucky person can start coming back out with us again. Thistle. And Thistle needs to be using the greater Gax with luck. So if this is Thistle's gear grid, he'd probably want to ditch the circlet for now, as crazy as that sounds. Give it to somebody else and take the Gax, because he'd get that luck. And then the circlet could come over here to Spire. Who probably can't make use of this additional strength. Unless we get rid of Dridecanthus and give it to somebody else. And even then, Hemochick could technically come. Yeah, Tarna. She's a sword master now, but still has a few years left in her to hunt. Not many. You do want to keep Tarna at home? I'm not against it. That's fine. I mean, it's nice to have a master, right? It feels bad getting somebody to mastery and then never using them as a master. But on that same note, right? I mean, you gotta beef up multiple survivors. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. So we'll take her color off. Does anybody... I don't think anybody even has the start of sword mastery. I mean, I know we all got the proficiency, obviously. Maybe this is when we should start taking out, like, Septa. Septa goes kind of crazy. Cronus goes absolutely berserk. But Cronus has 4 strength, and we really don't need the strength with the black sword. So I'm thinking I might start taking Septa out, maybe. 4 and 2. Septa could take over. We really don't have anybody with luck. Just Thistle. And Thistle's got that -1 speed, which is why we were trying to do the Katars. But... And really, the bow isn't even super necessary. Yeah, we will be taking Thistle for sure. The bow really isn't even super necessary for anybody but, like, the Lion. Lion, you almost gotta have it. But... Dorothy, ooh, see, Thanos might be done. Dorothy, Septa. Yeah, gotta get Dorothy in there. And probably Titan. I think I'm probably done with Thanos. It's okay. We're so strong that we don't hardly need that additional strength token. 10 strength on that weapon. 4 plus Thistle's 3 puts him at 7. 4 plus... Oh, we gotta still take Spire out. Ooh. I don't know. Let me see. Where's he at? Is it in AI? Oh, it's in the book. So the Lopet level 2 is 10 toughness. So or wounding on like 3+ on even our worst weapon. We do need to take Spire. Maybe Spire instead of Septa. But I want Septa. I want Septa to start taking over Tarna. We just may have to sit Spire out for one to get Dorothy to Shield Master, and then she's going to be sitting for the rest of the game. Because Spire is close, but not. So she's still 2 away from being a Spearmaster. And that won't really get her anything until she gets that additional strength. Which she could very, very potentially get at the end of a hunt here. Age 2 is very easy to get a permanent strength. It's just a 7 through 15. But she could still sit one out so that Dorothy can take over. Septa's 0 years old and only a couple things away from some crazy stuff. Yeah, Titan will have leather, full set of leather gear. So and he has iridescent hide, so he'll be going in with 3. Having a full set doesn't actually get you a +1 in this, but he'll have 3, 4, 5, 6 armor everywhere. Solid. Okay, that's probably where we'll end it tonight. I like the way we've started, like analyzing everybody's gear grids before the next showdown. So I like to keep doing that. It just kind of refreshes us all on who has what. But are we thinking? Are we really thinking a level 2 antelope? Can we handle that? Do you think? You think we can handle a level 2 lope? I'm not opposed. Because his thing is this diabolical. He just runs only if you're in those areas, right? So if you're like in his straight line, he'll run through you. But if we dash out of the way, then it won't really become an issue. How's everybody's insanity? 6043. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, perfect. We will end here and plan on tentatively, of course, as always. No, we don't have the Endeavor because I didn't subtract it, but we did spend it to make leather. To make this full set of leather gear. So let's maybe try Wednesday evening. I will keep everybody posted in the Discord as always. Just that little bit of unsure because I'm on call. But we'll plan on that and another successful year. Another one. Feels good. Feels good to have a few in a row. So, yeah, I will see all you guys then. Hopefully, have a great start to your week. Roll some lantern 10s at work or school or wherever you're going in life. And we'll catch back up and chat on Wednesday. Thanks, everyone.